We live. Welcome back to another episode of this Gangster TV. We up in here with the fam. We talking stocks again, like we do every Wednesday. What's good, fam? How you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
Just grinding, man. Just nonstop grinding and working, building, plotting. The position I asked for. So definitely not complaining.
Yeah.
Just working, embracing it, and loving it. And it seems like the more, which I always do, the bigger things get, it even gets bigger because more things start coming as you trying to execute those things. More things come. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's happening, man. And got with some one of my guys the other day, so we were adding more stuff to my plate. Like I need to add anything, but this is that's part of my cause. It's like I tell you when we talked last week about being a billionaire and how you got to put people on and put people in better positions, and what I want to do for Temple, and like I told you, the Temple Rich movement that I'm starting, and it's a lot of good guys that just we don't know opportunity here. You know what I'm saying? The only opportunity we know, we get hired on industrial or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So me trying to really bring a film industry here. Me trying to really putting guys and like a lot of my street guys that really live their life, showing them that how you can make your past profitable. You know what I'm saying? They never thought about it like that, like about through books and movies and all that type of stuff. So we putting a lot of stuff together, man. And I'm just working, excited, happy, and it's good long days, but I'd rather have long days like this than days where I'm not doing nothing. I'm stressed out because I done had days where I ain't had too much to do. I was stressed out thinking about what to do.
Yeah.
So this is a good thing, man. How you doing? What's going on your end?
Not much, just chilling. I was supposed to be getting the first chapter of the book done, but I ain't get that done, so I had some other stuff to do.
Yeah, I got some stuff broke down. I gotta inbox you too. So I ain't did my half either. So we broke even on that.
Yeah, I gotta get on it. I wanted to have it done today, but I didn't get a chance to. So I might do it after we get off this or something.
Nah, you need to go to sleep, man. You gotta go get you a couple of hours in, man.
I have eternity to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right about that. Hey, that's how I feel, man. And then yesterday, like meeting one of my guys, man. I was at the store. He was like, "Hey, man, Tony, what's up, man? I recognize him, man. Just messed me up, man, because I just seen him like 2 months ago, strong, healthy, and you know what I'm saying." And he told me like, I said, "What?" Like, right? He said like last time I seen him, maybe a week later, he went to the hospital thinking it's a gallbladder. I found out he had stage 4 cancer that fast. Like,
hey,
this thing changes quick. And I'm talking about I couldn't even recognize him. You know what I'm saying? So it changed super quick, man. And it's this thing called life, and that's why I always try to, when I always talk about being in a rush, but being patient, the rush part is just making sure I wake up every day and I work. But of course, you got to be patient to let it all play out. But a lot of us, we just live life thinking it's gonna be forever, and you know what I'm saying. And all it takes is one day you can wake up and the rest of your life has changed. And I think sometimes we take that for granted, and we don't really put in the work. We don't really put things in place, and we don't really think like it can happen to us. And we all know it can in the back of our mind, but we really don't think until it's like really something that hit close to home. Then it's like, it really wakes you up, man. So. Like I almost had tears in my eyes talking to him, man. But I just told him about some things that we can do, and I love that he still got the fight, and he's working and he's fighting it. You know what I'm saying? But we're definitely about to put some stuff together because he have a legacy in these streets, and me and him made it through some things in these streets, and I want to make sure that he put in a certain position before hopefully everything. But if not, it's not even about like he's gonna die. We're not even thinking about that. We just thinking about stuff we should have been done, we about to actually do now because we don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just this stuff about life, man. So when we talk about wealth, where a lot of people are always talking about money and like it's all about money. It's all about money because that can buy you the best doctors. That can put your family in the best position if something do happen to you. That can, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things where when people think about money, we always think about what we spend and how we flossing and how we doing this and doing that. Money gives you a better position. So when hard times do hit, you got the the finances and the resources to make it better. You know what I'm saying? And death
Yep.
death is never a good thing. But death, and when you're in debt and don't got no money to bury nobody and this and that makes it even 10 times worse than the actual death itself. So, like we talk about finances, and it ain't all about just, okay, of course you want to take vacation, live life on your term, buy nice things when you can, of course, all that too. But it's another side of wealth where we really need to prepare for it, where we ain't got to worry about fish dinners and all this type of stuff if somebody happens just to bury them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, for sure, for sure.
So I just want to get that was on my heart. But I've been buying. I've been buying, man. It's been red, man.
Yep.
And I think we talked about it either last week or the week before that. August, September, statistically, this was when it crashes. You know what I'm saying? Not crashes, when it corrects.
Yep.
Corrects when it makes its dips, and this is when you want to have money to buy in, or you like me. You just everything that you making every day going in while it's dipping, and you just buying more and you buying more and you buying more, and then you wait. Then it have a spike of a green day, but it's still actually still on the dip. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been doing with a lot of the cryptos. I did some dividend buying this week because all even SoFi I've been dipping, but SoFi my average is at $6. It's at 23. It dipped to 21. So it's like it's not even a dip to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's the position you want to be in when you get in it so early and it shoot up so high. The dips is still not even a dip to you. But so that's thing. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. The crash, the corrections, but how you make money in the corrections and why the correction. If you position yourself and you have money sit to the side, I seen you make a post about that. If you got money sit to the side for these type of situations, how you will be smiling when it come November, December, January. If you position yourself right in this next month or two.
Yep, for sure. So we talked about it. August, September is usually real. I just say slow months, I guess, for like tech heavy stocks. So Teslas, the Nvidias, the Palantirs, like all those are the ones that are dipping right now, and dragging the Nasdaq down. So Nasdaq is tech heavy, so that index is going down. But the Dow and the S&P 500, S&P 500 is still down, but it's not as down as much as the Dow, or nearly as much as the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq is the one having a big correction or pullback, if you will. It's not really a correction yet. So yeah, it's just knowing the cycles of the market and then being able to take advantage of them. So just make sure you got some money. And if you're looking right now, you're probably thinking, oh, it's not a good time to jump in, but it's the best time to jump in.
It's the best time.
If you're not already, the best time, was to already be in. But if you're not in yet, this is the best time when it's going down, because you're gonna be able to catch those rides back up to the top. So yeah.
And when you getting in, I'm just gonna throw some numbers out there. Of course, it's different whatever you got. But let's say you got $1,000 and you're thinking about jumping in, and you got a couple of different stocks that you want to jump in. This don't mean throw your whole 1,000 in at once. You might want to throw 200 in because it's on the Dow. So if you throw it all now, then you're gonna wake up tomorrow, it's gonna be even lower. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you might want to throw 200 to get in, and then tomorrow it dips some more, throw another 150, 200. Like measure as it's going down, and then when it happens a green day, just chill and wait for it to come back down because it's still in a decline for historically for the next couple months. So that's one thing I always teach people, like. When it's in the red, don't go all the way in, and once you get to a certain level and you have your levels, you will know, okay, right here I'll throw in 20%, right here I'll go 50%, right here, like my mentor always say, if it hit this level, we back up the bricks truck, so it's different levels where you go all in or you just go chips in and a little bit of that, so what's up, fam? Oh yeah, no, this the best time, man. I need to get you in here. What's up, man? Thank you for tapping in with us. Double B, how you doing?
Hello.
So that's what we on today. We just talking about this correction that's going on in the market, and while most people scared, the people that's really making the money they got the Birdman hand rubs right now. People like me, I wasn't even expecting to put in what I put in this week so far, but I had no choice. Like, I'm not, it's go time. So I know when the dump in, and I know when they're like, no, I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna wait. So I was really waiting because I was thinking more September, but when I seen the dips that I seen, especially in the crypto, when I see XRP hit a certain number, oh yeah, I'm in on that. It got up under $3. I want more of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I got a number in my head of what I want to accumulate before it gets to the $5-10 range. I want to have a certain number, and I do it with the Bitcoin. I'm approaching probably like almost about a third of a Bitcoin. Was at 115, so I got about 30, a little over 30,000. So I'm trying to get to me a full Bitcoin. That's what I really want. But I
Yeah.
needed to stay around 100,000. I don't need it to shoot to 200,000.
Yeah.
I needed to stay where it said or drop some more. So I'm trying to get me a full Bitcoin before it go crazy, man. But see, these are the strategies that you got to know what you into. Hey, love corrections. That's when you make the money. You can't make the money if it just shoots up forever and you buying the top. You gotta have these correction days, and these are the days you make your money. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. January, February crash. You bought a dip.
And see, we talked about this earlier. The January, February. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
When it's usually when there's a change in presidency, stuff like that happens. So it's like you just got to fill out the market. Sometimes it'll go up a little bit, and then sometimes it'll go down. You just got to know what the market's feeling. And then all the stuff that was happening at the time, I just knew it wasn't going to be great for actually whoever was in office. It didn't even make a difference. I just knew it was going to go down because both sides, it was so equal, as in not liking the other party, that it wasn't lopsided. So either way, it was going to go down. So
yeah,
I took a lot of money off the table, put it in cash, waited for it, let it go down, and then all back up, put it off in there.
That's what I was just talking about on my sofa. I was like, I got in at 6, so today it was down to like 21, and so when you get in early, you're gonna be up. That's the name of the game. Get in as early as possible. But even if you're not in it, you still, like early is depending on how you look at it. Like Bitcoin, you could say you're late, or you could think about in 5 years, you could say, man, I wish I would have bought more at 113,000. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on how you look at it. I don't know. I can see that you're a female through the. I see the your icon.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, I got you. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you for tapping in with us. But getting in early is the key. But then, like I say, it's all dependent on too, because early, like I said earlier about SoFi, I got in at 6. It said it was at 23. It went to 20. So some people say, well, I'm late getting in at 20, but at 80, you're gonna wish you would have got in at 20. You know what I'm saying? So
and on top of that, they don't know how long you've been watching it. You know what I'm saying? If you got in at 6 already and you thinking it's gonna go to 80 or whatever, and you buying at 20, you know what you already have the mindset of where it's going, and you already in because you've already been tracking it for so long. Like that's another thing that we don't talk about as much, but people need to look at. Like, you don't just jump in and buy a stock just because you see it's red. You need to be tracking it for a little bit to see the patterns of it, to know if that's the pullback is like, okay, is it a pullback like it's going down, or is it a pullback like, oh, yesterday they had the highest it's ever been and it dropped $1? Like, there's a difference between those things. You know what I'm saying? So people got to know the difference with those and kind of track a stock or index or whatever it is before they just dump a ton of money into it.
Yeah, because I forgot which one I got. Well, it's a couple right now that's like $5-6. And I'm hoping to like SoFi. I'll talk about them next week, so I have it in front of me. But you got to be in it early. You got to be studying and watching it early, and then doing the research on it early. So I'm doing more of those. I'm trying to see if I can get me 5 or 10 more SoFi plays where I get in it at $5 and sit on it. Because the way I was taught from my mentor, he's like, try to get 100 of the ones you really lock in with. Try to get 100. So like SoFi, I got like 200. When I shot up to 22, I sold 50. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm never gonna get below 100 again. So I always try to get much as I can over 100. So those I can kind of like buy and sell over 100. That 100 is gonna stay there until it gets to a crazy number, maybe 10 plus years from now. But and see, this is what we talk about. This is why we teach people first to go long-term investing, because the options, that's more tricky. You got to really be on your game for the
Yeah,
option
it's more advanced.
It's
So you
a lot
got to
of
be
money
on
in
it.
it. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of money in it, but
Yep.
you can lose a lot of money too if you ain't on top of your game. So that's why we hardly even talk about options. I talk about it a little bit because I do option trade, but on this show, we're kind of like we're building up the show first of all, but we're trying to start off with just basic. Let's get people investing. We don't want to scare people with the option because that's a whole nother world, and I'm still not even all the way comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? I got a mentor that what makes me a little more comfortable, but I'm not even a pro to really be talking about it like that. But yeah, so you keep playing with it. Do your paper trading, or when you do trade, play with some money. Don't put it all in. So you keep doing your thing. I promise you, if you stick in there, it's gonna pay off. I promise you that, because I see it every day. Like I have a mentor that I'm talking about, like every day he make 50 to 100,000 in my face strictly through options. So I'm going towards that, but I'm nowhere near that right now. So I definitely understand it. What you say? Besides, my opinion on the cryptos. Well, I'm gonna just speak on me personally. What cryptos am I? Because I got a lot of cryptos, but the main ones, XRP, okay, of course, Bitcoin, XLM, Solana, Ethereum, and then after that, it's kind of like you're just trying to play with something and hoping something jump.
Yeah,
And the ones I read, the reason I believe in those because those are the ones they're trying to actually put into the financial system. You know what I'm saying? So those are the ones I really believe in the most. But it's a lot of other ones that you can make some money on it. Of course, it's more of a gamble because you got to just get in, get out. It's a lot of stuff to go to that. That's why I don't even like to talk about them. But I am in some of those. But I'm heavy. My crypto portfolio, like Bitcoin, XRP, XLM, Solana, Ethereum, that's probably like 80+% of my portfolio. Everything else is kind of like, okay, I put 100 or two in here. I put, you know what I'm saying? If it pop, it pop. If it don't, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm real heavy on those top 5 because I know that they're becoming a part of our real system. And but the other ones, like, I don't even want to name, but a lot of the meme coins and stuff, it's a shot in the dark. It's a gamble. But I've seen people win, but I've seen people lose too with them. So that's I just leave that one at that. I leave that one at that. It's on you for a lot of those. But the ones that I track is the ones that that like when I look at what Trump doing. Trump has become 5 years ago. Trump said it was a scam. Crypto was a scam. Now, the World something finances, they're number 7 in Bitcoin reserves. You know what I'm saying? So if the president, his son, and his whole team, he got a whole crypto team. If they're number 7 in holding Bitcoin, they're not gonna let Bitcoin fail. You know what I'm saying? If he making the CEO of Ripple part of his crypto team, Ripple XRP, that's not gonna fit. So some of this stuff is just like logic, just common sense. Oh, you see, watch the plays that they're making, and this is what I try to tell about our community. And next week I'll be on a podcast, and of course they hate Trump and all this, and I'm like, okay, hate him. How are you gonna get your family wealthy with him? You know what I'm saying? Like, the guys this is the only president I ever seen come up on stage and say buy the dip because of this, and this. And then 2 months later, everything is sky high. Like he's giving you the playbook. You can hate him all you want to, but hate him while you build some wealth off him. Hate him while you building wealth off of him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And that goes for everybody. Like, I'm not going like 100% about any candidate out there. Sure. You just got to find a way to better yourself and your family.
No matter who's in office.
Is in office. Like everybody has their agendas, right? Get in line with their agendas and to make money. Like that's all it is. You don't. Now, obviously, if it's something you don't agree with morally or something like that, that's different. But
see, that's the thing about morally when it comes to politics. How can you agree? Because I mean, on both sides. Just quick little politics, then we get off there. My grandma was like, she's a full-blown Democrat. And she was talking about some of the things that Democrats stand for. She's like, nah, I don't vote for that. I'm like, Grandma, yes, you do. Nah, I just vote for this. No, you vote for the whole thing. You can't You can't slice up what you vote for. If you vote for this party, everything that comes with it, you vote for it. So that's what I'm saying. Even on the moral high ground, and this is where a lot of our black people lose because we think moral high ground, but ain't now one of them on no moral high ground. If you really think about it,
Yeah, I'm not
it might be something that you're more comfortable with. But if you look at it on both sides, there's no moral high ground either side.
Right, and that's not what I'm talking about. Like, I don't look at the person as a moral high ground. I'm talking about like a policy or something that they're involved with, right? So say, for instance, if example, right? This is not the case, but if I was against immigrants being in the country, right? And I was against ICE, like, okay, so I'm not going to invest in whatever ICE is doing. Yeah. But if he's like, okay, I want to take all these sugars out of sodas and stuff like that and get America healthy, okay, cool, I'm on board with that. So let me not invest in these sugar companies because I know that they're not going to be, you know what I'm saying, they're not going to have a lot of business going because they're trying to remove them from a lot of their products. Yeah. So yeah, they might make profit, but it's going to dip and it's not going to be as profitable as it used to be. So let me find the alternative that they're going to use instead as like cane sugar or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, that's
and then I'll invest in something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
and that's because that's what Coca-Cola switching back over to the cane sugar, the pure sugar, or something. You know, I don't drink soda, so I don't know. But I seen that they agreed to go back to, I guess, a better sugar, if that's a such thing.
It's just not processed.
Okay, yeah. I don't drink soda, so I don't know. Chris Shane. That I just said that on multiple. That's my guy. Like, I mean, I love trap, you know what I'm saying? But who I listen to every day is Chris. Like, every day, that's who I watch every day. That's who I listen to every day. That's who I'm on the morning calls. That's the only person I'm part of his actual group and all that. I love trap. And this is what I used to I tell McKinfolk, because we both be talking about teaching and different things. And that's why I love doing stuff together, because me and Trymaine can say the same thing, right? And it's gonna be people that gravitate the way he said. It's gonna be people that gravitate the way I said, and we can say the same thing. People just pick up the people learn from different people, no matter if they saying the same thing. It could be style, it could be delivery, it could be whatever it is. Like, a lot of them guys say the same thing. It didn't click to me till I started listening to Chris. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always support having different people, no matter what I teach or know. I want different people, even if we teach the same thing, around me, because I understand it. Because I listen to 10 people talk about stocks. I ran across Chris, and it just like, oh, I got it. You know what I'm saying? I get it, because the way he delivered and the way he put it out. So yeah, Chris is definitely my guy when it comes to that.
Yeah, I listen to Chris. I got trap. I got probably all his stuff. Yeah. So I listen to everybody too, and you can learn from everybody, and I just take it all to learn different things. So that's actually trap is where I'm learning options. So that's who I'm going through when I'm learning options and stuff like that. So, and he got a course, and he got a group and everything where he sends out plays and all this other stuff. But so you can learn from everybody, just like you said.
Yeah, you can learn from everybody, and you gonna pick up on. I've never met Oliver. I don't think I ever seen an Oliver. You heard of him?
Velez?
That's the first name or the last name?
The first name. Velez is the last name.
I never heard of that person. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everybody else I done heard of. But like I say, Chris is who I'm tapped into. I done bought a few of Traps. I even met Trap in Houston when him and him 500 had an event. And I love Trap because we come from the same kind of like background. Yeah. You know, he talked that lingo the way I talk. You know, the way we talk that lingo, we talk similar. So that's what I love about him. But when it comes to just understanding the stuff, and like Chris has a lot of consultation calls and stuff like that. And the reason I think I got to him more because he don't just teach options and this and that. He teach you how to be an investor first. Like, remember I had this conversation with you. Like I was in and out the market because I just want to be an option trader. I want to be an option trader. Well, when I started listening to him, he was talking about learn how to be a great investor, and then you'll learn how to option trade once you became an investor. Remember we had that conversation? And I'm like, man, I could have been up hundreds of thousands if I had just started being a investor first, and then learn how to do everything else. Yeah. So we. It's the journey. It's a journey, and this is what I'm saying, and that's why you got to embrace it, love it, and now I live it. Like, you know, like Kimfo is more like on the passive laid back. I'm in the market every day. I'm watching something. I'm buying something. I don't care if it's $50. I don't care if it's $500. This week has been a lot heavier because it's been a dip. But I'm in the market every day. But I bought a few dividends this week because I want to get back on my dividends because I've been super overly heavy on the on crypto. And I really don't like that. I like to kind of like be 50-50. I like to keep my money going into other stuff too. But I know those top 5 things, when they take off, they're going to go to numbers. I believe, I don't know. I believe they're going to take out to certain numbers that I'm going to regret if I don't pounce on it right now. And that's why I'm so heavy with the crypto right now. But definitely I'm more heavy. I like the tech stocks and all that, but I'm just super heavy with the I think it's called the Dream, and the Dream Green Show or something. It's a guy with dreads. Man, he's so cold with the dividend plays. Like he teaches, like he shows, and that's my dividend teacher. You know what I'm saying? So I have a teacher for every aspect of it because I want to master every aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the Dream Green Show or something like that. It's a black guy with dreads, and he teaches all he does is dividends. Yeah, all he does is dividends. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got so good. I got a couple dividend checks today. Well, I ain't getting them because everything gets reinvested. You know what I'm saying? But I'm heavy with dividends. I'm watching his show. He the one got me on that. So it just, you know, you got to have first you got to have a strategy. You got to listen to people, but don't try to be like everybody. That's the main lesson. When you listen to people, take what they're saying and figure out what makes you comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because if you try to do everything, you're gonna be all over the wall. You're gonna be all over the place. You want to do what this person doing, that person doing. Now, you know, listen to everybody, and then what you do is build up something. Yeah. I think it's the Dream. Oh, you talking about the Oliver? Yeah, and see. So I got I got a crypto strategy. I got a long play stock strategy. I got a tech strategy. I got a dividend strategy. And this is the time, like I say, August, September, when I know we talked about this months ago. It was like, you know, statistically every September, normally it's September, but I know there's a lot of years it's the August and September, or it'll start dropping before September in August, getting ready for the dip in September. But these are the things that you learn by being in it. We talked about this last week. The more I'm in it, the more you start, and then I start realizing, like Chris will tell you, hey, this is gonna hit here, it's gonna go there, it's gonna go there, it's gonna do this. I'm like, how he know this? I'm talking about every time it does it. But then you look at it, he's been in the game for 15, 20 years. He know this market by like the back of his hand. And so that's what I'm saying. I tried to master everything at once, and not realizing that just being an investor, being in the atmosphere, tapping in every day, looking at it every day, quit trying to just rush and learn everything at one time, and just stay immersed in at least the surroundings of it. Even if I just peek in it for 30 minutes a day, I'm still in it every day. I go on my Robinhood, I go on my Kraken. I don't really go into my bigger accounts because those are long term. Like when you talk Charles Schwab and Vanguard, those ain't even no crypto in that. That's just dividends and long term. So those are whatever. That's not, you know what I'm saying. My everyday grind is like more of the Kraken, the Coinbase and stuff like that, crypto.com. And you know, and so I got like about 4 now. Matter of fact, I'm locked out. I'm like, I can't get nobody on the phone when it comes to crypto to crypto to Coinbase. I got money in there, and it's got my old number. So you know how you got to put your number in there. It sends a code to your number. There's nobody to get a hold of to say I got a new number, bro.
You know, that's one of the things I talk about in the course too. Like when you choosing a platform, make sure it has the customer service. Yeah, you never know what can happen. Then you end up in this situation.
For real, bro. So I don't know what to do with that. Crypto I can get in. Coinbase. Or is it Coinbase? It's one of them. I can't get in it, so I don't know. But what I'm in every day is Robinhood, Kraken. Kraken is a cool little platform. And Moo, I just got into that one. I got into Moo because the guy I was just telling you about, the dividend guy, he was like, even if you put money in there and you don't use it, you get up to 8%. They give you up to 8% on your money that's just sitting there, even if you don't invest. So I just started, I started that account, and I bought a little crypto and stuff like that. So I got a few $100 in there. I ain't nothing major, but I just started doing that because I just want to learn. Like I said, I ain't jumping all in on one thing, but these are the things you need to research and see and just test out. So I'm not advocating for nobody. I'm just telling you personally, this is what I do or what I put money in. But this is me still learning. That's why I like to be transparent. Like on this show, you're listening to me learn as we talk about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got the long-term plays. I got the short-term plays. I got, most of the, like my top 3 or 4 cryptos, I won't sell. XRP, Bitcoin, I'm not selling. The other ones I might, I got the Dogecoin and all that stuff, but those are just like little flip things. If it go up, I'll sell. If it go down, I'll buy some more. Like I don't know. These are them are the gambles. Them are the ones that you just gotta live with the results. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So that's what we're doing. But like I say, right now everything is red, so I'll buy up, and then like just for example, if Dogecoin go back, where is it now? If it go back to 20-some cents, I'll get some. And not even care, I sold all my Dogecoin last drop. So let me see where I sold it at. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't even be caring about that stuff. I get it at a certain, it's at 22. When I sold it, okay. No, it said, so what happened is I bought it at 15 cents. It went up to 23 cents. I sold it. Now it's at 22. See, stuff like that, I just play with like that because I'm not even thinking long term about that type of stuff. That was a nice little money for me. You know what I'm saying? But all I do when I sell it, I put it into XRP or Bitcoin or the ones that I'm not gonna sell. And then it said 22 now. If it go back down to 16 or something, I'll put a few hundred in there. If it go back up to 23, 24, 25, I'll sell it. You know what I'm saying? And so you gotta. That's my strategy when it comes to it. I got 4 or 5 cryptos. I'm not selling it all. I got another 5 that I play with, just like I just described. And and stocks, I don't really do nothing like that with the stock. Well, like I just said, like so far, I got 200. It went to 20, and I sold 50. So my whole goal is to get over 100 of all those shares that I want to sit on for a long time. Anything over 100, if I get to 150, 160 shares, if it get to a crazy number, I'll sell 30, 40. But I'm never going to sell anything under 100. My goal is to keep 100 shares of all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my strategy, though. I'm just trying to give y'all an insight on my strategy, and maybe it can help you figure out a strategy while you're learning the game and you figure out what you can do.
And see, I do that with stocks. I'll swing trade stocks.
I know you told me.
One day and see what's going on. If something's moving fast, I'll get in, make a couple $200-$300, sell it the same day, just a day trade or whatever, and then dump that money into something else that I'm keeping long term. So I do the same thing.
Yeah, and see that, but that's why when we go back to what the conversation for tonight is the correction. This is why it's best to buy now, because whatever you can buy now when it's dipping. Even if you're doing that and you're going to sell something, you buy a dip in August, September, by November, December, you'll be ready to cash out on some of it. You know what I'm saying? Or all of it, whatever your strategy is, you'll be able to do that. Mm-hmm. Like I'm waiting on some things. Like I just said, if Dogecoin go back to 16 cents, oh yeah, I'll buy some, put $200, $300, $400 into it. By December, it's back up to 23, 28, 20, 30 cents. Oh man, cash out. That's a little Christmas money or something. Whatever. Well, it ain't Christmas money because I don't pull out because, of course, you pull out. That's when the taxes start hitting you. You know what I'm saying? I just move it to something else, and that's something you got to know too. You got to know about the pulling out of the cash. That's when the taxes hit you. You can move it. But like you pull it out, the taxes hit you too. So you got to be aware of that. But that comes with all of us learning the game. So my main goal is to try to just encourage people to get excited about learning what it is. It's not about knowing everything. It's about learning what it is. And and when you learn everything, like what I say, 5-6 years ago when I was in this game and it started crashing like this, I've been sold everything right now. I'm talking about everything in the portfolio. It started
Gone.
It started dipping. I get nervous, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm gone. I'm up out of this thing. Now I'm so excited. I love the dip. That's why, because I did immerse myself in this world and I'm comfortable with it now. I get it. I know I know exactly what's happening. I'm not worried about nothing. And the crazy part about it, I feel better the more it dips. That's when you know you really learned the game and you're really comfortable with the game when you're excited for the dips. And I used to think people was crazy when they was excited about a quote unquote crash or a market correction or a dip. But I get it now. So that's the part that if you're in this market, that's the part you got to get to. You got to get to the part where you understand it enough. Because I'm still learning. I don't understand it completely. I understand it enough to get excited when it dips.
Now that's crazy. Long term to options hit daily. That's wild.
You're trying to develop a funnel where long term options hit daily. I mean, what is she saying? Like the long term stocks that she holding, the options.
Yeah, long term option plays.
I see it, and I know why you say that, because you say you watch Chris, so I know why you say that. But this is what I'm saying. Chris been in the game 15, 20 years. Chris retired his wife and himself and he was like 36, 37 like years ago. So you got to understand it takes time to get to that level too. You're not going to just jump to that level, you know. But I definitely, the way you talking, I know you watch Chris, because I'll be over here talking the same talk. I understand. I definitely understand where you're talking about. But this is what I'm saying. When I first started, I got discouraged because I wanted that immediately, and I didn't understand the process of it to get there. You know what I'm saying? Because I was, you know, you in somebody's class and you seeing them do this, or you listening to somebody and they doing, they telling you to do what they doing, and you trying to follow direction, this and that, but you like, I'm not getting the same results. So it gets you frustrated, and then you get this, and then you get pissed off, and then you start chasing it because you missed it, and you might have got in too late, or you know, that's what you can't do. I promise you.
And then also realizing. And also realizing that they're doing it on a lot bigger level.
Way bigger level.
They putting in 6 figures for these plays that they're doing. So when you see $700,000 that they made or whatever, you got to know that they put up $100,000. You know, when you putting up, you know, $1,000 expecting to make, you know, $200,000-$300,000 in one day, like that's not how it works.
It's not gonna happen. So you have to be patient with it. So, but as long as you got the heart to be patient with it and take the time, and this is why we always say, learn how to be a great investor first. And this is what I learned from Chris personally, like on our call, I done been on like 3 consultation calls with him. I'm getting better at what I do from him teaching me that it's okay to just be a good investor first. Like all that other stuff will come. Like one of the things he taught me, he was like, hey, if I could teach you how to make $100, I could teach you how to make $1,000. I could teach you how to make $100,000. I could teach you how to make $1 million. The only difference between $100 and $1 million is the size of your portfolio. So you need to just take your time and build up your portfolio. That's the only difference. Because if you know how to make $100 option trade, you know how to make $1 million option trading.
Right.
But what you just said, the difference is the size of your account, the size of how much money you got in that account to make that money. So that's when you realize that, then you get comfortable with just making that $100, that $50, or that $100. You get comfortable with it because you know I can make $1 million one day once I build it up. But let me just enjoy my $100 day. Let me enjoy my $150 day. You know what I'm saying? Let me enjoy those moments and don't try to skip the process. I'm telling you, because it's gonna crash you out because you're gonna get frustrated. Yeah. Yep. It takes discipline. And that's the main. And see, that's why I think option is good for me, because I'm disciplined and I'm not like, I know how to like he always tell me, okay, you make a quick 3,000-4,000, get out the market. Don't feel like you're finna get rich because you hit, and if you lose $2,000, get out the market. Don't try to chase it, trying to get your $2,000 back. That's the discipline of it, and just realizing, okay, let me just go do something, go take a walk or something. You know what I'm saying? Go enjoy your life or something.
You got to, because if you don't, you'll sit there and it'll go the direction that you just had that would have made you money, and then you're like, oh man, I knew it was gonna do this. I got to get back in. Then it reversed again on you. So
what's up, K Jizzle? Okay, Jizzle in the house, man. What's going on, man? You need to bring me back on the show, man. You and the wifey, y'all don't fool with a player no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to come on the show too, man. We need to get you in some investing, man. Y'all need to talk about investing on the show, man. Truth Be Told TV need to add that. Y'all need to bring the gangster and Trymaine on the show so we can break down finances, man. Our people need to know about these finances, man.
You're welcome, V.
Oh yeah, this is the comment. And see, my whole thing, even with like the CEO Youth League, Wealth is Gangster, even when I got with fam and I told them I want to start having these things, these should be regular conversations. Like these, like what we doing right here is anytime me and fam talk, we talk about some kind of business or wealth or something. These are regular conversations for us. And in our community, this needs to be a regular conversation. We need to have regular conversations about finances, regular conversations about market dips and corrections, and regular conversations about crypto, regular conversations about all these. These should be just like part of our regular conversation instead of like the football talk and the stuff that ain't getting us though, where we panicking and freaking out about Orange Man this or this policy here, this. We freaking out about all that type of stuff when that's cool and ain't nothing wrong with that. But let's get to the structure of how can we build. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kimpo done had our back and forth on some politics. After we get through all that, what we talk about, Kimpo, how we gonna build something? What's the financial this and that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it ain't never personal. It's not like I don't care who it is. I don't care who's in the White House. You know?
This is what I think, and then you put it to me. This is what I think, and I put it to you. So that's just iron sharpening iron and coming with different perspectives. But at the end of the day, no matter what we feel about politics, our end goal is how do we make sure that we straight? How do we make sure our family's straight? That's the end goal, no matter who's in office. You know what I'm saying? And that should be the big thing. Yeah, we need to do that, man. We got to have these financial talks, and that's why we here every Wednesday to try to bring that. I got fam way across seas somewhere, and and it's like 4 o'clock in the morning over there. But you know what I'm saying? He stay up because he loved this. You know what I'm saying? He building out his course, and he's building out things right now. So y'all need to make sure y'all follow him. Y'all need to tap into his course, and this is what we try to bring. I posted the other day, and people was talking about what's up with the course, this and that. But our people, they to change your life, you got to put some money up. You can't be, we give some nuggets for free. We give some nuggets for free, but you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
I see that's one of the things about it, right? So when we started talking about it, I had it for the introductory price, right? So it was a lot cheaper, but as I go on, and more people starting to come in, like the price is going up. Yeah. Because now it's not just a course that I'm selling and just like here you go and I'm leaving you on your own. I'm still giving my time to it. I'm in there. I'm answering questions. I'm giving Q&As. I'm answering people's questions, getting on phone calls, doing all this stuff. So it's not like it's just here you go. I'm gonna leave you alone. Like I'm still devoting my time to it. So I can't have 5,000 people in there answering all these questions for 5,000 people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I only want to be with the people who really want to do it. And it's like,
that's what we're doing with Double V. I got the kids courses. We got all that coming. CEO Youth League. The website should be done by the end of this week. We got all that type of stuff because this is all I do. Like all the kids that I mentor now, I teach them. I got like 7, 8 kids right now that got stock portfolios. I tell them every time your mama buy you some Jordans or your daddy buy you some Jordans, tell them to get you a share of Nike. This is like regular conversation with me. So yeah, now because we can't depend on school to teach this. We got to teach this. And it is not going to be built into curriculums. We have to build the curriculums. You know what I'm saying? But fam, you don't have to. I had a guy, one of my guys. I think I talked about it last week. Called me with $20. I said we opened up his Robinhood account, and he bought him some Bitcoin with his $20. No, matter of fact, he's put 10 on Bitcoin and 10 on Apple, and he was just excited person in the world. And I think this week he put like 25 on both of them. That's he don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? He just getting started, and that's the thing. If you get started, you'll learn about it because now your money is involved in it. You're gonna want to know about it. You're gonna want more and more education on it. So just get started, fam. Don't let it scare you talking about you don't know about it. Take that money that you go to McDonald's with, Tell baby, I know the queen, you know what I'm saying? I see she be focused. So tell her, hey, we eating sandwiches this week with a cup of noodles. You understand me? And what we gonna do is that little 100 that we used to spend on out to eating, we gonna put 50 on there. We would listen to T and we would listen to Trymaine, and they said we gonna the money that we already throwing away, we're gonna open up a Robinhood account, and we're gonna put 50 of that into Robinhood. And I got T numbers, so I'm gonna call him right now, and he gonna walk me through that. It's that simple. You ain't gotta be the smartest person in the world. You ain't gotta overthink. You ain't gotta feel like you gotta be the most educated person in this world. That's why I love coming on here, because I ain't. I built a 6-figure portfolio without being. I'm still learning, and I already got a 6-figure portfolio. That's what I'm saying. Just get started. Just get started. That's all you have to do is just get started, and don't let it scare you. Yeah, the elementaries. Nah, we building our own school. We're not even worried about that. You know what I'm saying? So trying to hope the schools teach that, they not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Because my kids are in elementary and they have accounts already, and we've already had the conversations. We already talked stocks.
So my little kin folks is already ahead of a majority of adults right now in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got more money than I had. But,
that's what I'm saying.
When I was 28 years old.
And that's the power of it. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Like, we got to stop. We got to scare ourselves and say, oh man, I can't do that, man. My guy started last week with $20. My sister started with $30 because she was like, I'm gonna wait till my income tax. Nope. How much money you got right now? $30. Mm-hmm. Okay, we start with your $30. We got to stop trying to sometimes we scare ourselves at it, and we tell ourselves we can't do nothing just because we don't really want to do it. But you'll go to McDonald's tonight and get that number one, and by the time you get home, the fries cold and you mad. You know what I'm saying? You eat half the burger anyway. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we gotta just think different, and that's what we always say, mindset, right? It's all about your mindset. So you can tell yourself, I don't know it, and I ain't got no money, but then you'll drive to the corner store and buy a burger, cigarettes, this and that and this. Or you can say, you know what? I don't know nothing about it, but I know T gonna guide me in the right direction. I'm gonna take this little $25 that I could have went and bought me. I don't even know, $25 might get you two meals or something at McDonald's morning. I don't eat fast food, so I don't know. So it might get you 2 meals. You can say, you know what? Sacrifice. You got to sacrifice to really change your life. You got to sacrifice. And this is what I was telling a guy today. I said, I'll be millionaires. The thing is, are you willing to do what it takes to become that? See, that's what I'm saying. Everybody in the world want to be rich, but that's why it's only 1%, because it's only 1% of people gonna do what it takes to get rich. Even though 1,000% of the people want to be rich, but it's only a 1%. Tell me how that number even comes. Everybody in the world want to be rich, but it's a 1%, because most people are not going to do what it takes. Most people ain't got the dedication. Most people want to YOLO and have fun. You only live once, and let me turn up tonight, and that's why I be at the house, eat me a little sandwich, or cooking something from the brothers cooking, whatever meal I didn't sell today is what I'm eating tonight again. I'm eating meatloaf. I think I had 2 meatloaf plates left, and I'm eating meatloaf tonight. That's my dinner tonight. What my company didn't sell today is what I'm eating for dinner. And I don't got to do that, Kimbo. I can go buy whatever I want to eat right now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that's the mental dedication of what I'm doing now. And that's what we all got to get on until you get in the position. Yeah. So we don't. You ain't got to know nothing about stocks. All you got to know is you need to be in it. That's the main thing you need to know right now. The main thing you need to know right now is I need to be in it. And they talked about the market correction and everything's red, and I need to be in it while it's red. And I need to figure out my top 3 stocks that I'm gonna get in. I need to get into like 2 cryptos that I'm gonna get in. Because right now, man, like everybody in our community is start putting $20 into a Bitcoin or XRP a week or a month. Our community would change the level of this wealth in the next 5 years. Just off that. I'm talking about just off $20 a week. You know what I'm saying? You would change the wealth. You would change your wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, T, drop that link right there.
Yes, sir.
If y'all want to start out and you don't know how to get started, I made an ebook. T finna drop the link, and you can go to the website.
That's not the link. That's not the link.
That's the course.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
You can go to the link, and you can get the ebook, and that'll help you get started right away. It's not going to take you more than 30 minutes to read the ebook, and then you can get started right away from your cell phone. Ain't got to go through nobody. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying, wait for nothing. You can just go ahead and get started, and then you'll already know what to invest in. It gives you stuff to get started with. It's like the easiest thing I can give you, and at the cheapest price to get started without actually just being there and telling you how to do it.
And Kimpo, you got to be uncomfortable, man. I live uncomfortable like right now, and I don't have to. The reason I do, because no matter whatever I can say I got, is nothing compared to what I want. So to my mind, I'm still the same person that a year and a half ago was in the whole 100 and some thousand trying to open up a school, shutting down a school and truck. The tornado came through Temple, a tree fell on my truck. I'm that in my mind. I'm that same person because I understand, and that's when I told myself, nah, I'm going to change this from now on. I don't care about the nonprofit stuff and hoping somebody donate me some money and this and that. I'm going to become wealthy, and then I'm going to come back and do all the school stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to become wealthy. And that's the day that changed my life. And I've been on the road ever since, because I said, and you know what I started with? Like, let me show you. And this is one of my accounts, right? And this is the teaching account, because this is not my main account, but I started a teaching account a year ago. So this is what I be posting a lot when people be like, why are you posting? Okay. And I'm down, and it's down $6,000 right now because of the market dip. But I don't know if you can see that. It's 22,000 in this Robinhood account. This is one of my teaching accounts, right? This account right here, I started with $300 a year ago. And just by putting a little $50 here, like I tell you about my student, right? That work at a fast food, and she got 7. I think it was at 8. I think it's on a dip now, so I think she got about like a little bit over 7,000. She worked at a fast food place, never had this much money in her life, just by putting 50 here, 20 here. So this is why I show people this account, because yes, I got bigger accounts, but I want you to be able to relate to what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you can relate to, you only started that account with $300. You put 50 here, 20 here, 30 here, and then you built it up in a year, and that thing was up over $30,000 in 1 year. Then anybody know that they can do it when they see it like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'll show you my Vanguard account, and you'd be like, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can do that too, but this is more relatable to people. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So this is why I'll be transparent, and that's why I started that account, because I was tired of talking to people about it. And of course, I ain't want to show my Charles Schwab and stuff. Yeah. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start me an account, and I'm gonna show people. Because you got to show people, all that talking, you got to show people. So I didn't want to show them my big accounts. I said, you know what? I'm going to put 300 in this account, and every time I make some money, I'm going to put 30 here, 40 here. You see all my transactions? That $300 is my biggest transaction in this account. Other than that, it's 30 here, 50 here, 100 here, 60 here. Today, I think I put 70 in it today in this account. You know what I'm saying? And then my other accounts, I put more. But that's what I'm saying. You can do this. It's not that hard. But mentally, you have to be ready to do it. Like mentally, you got to be like, and that's why I posted last week, 30 to 50% of what I make every day go into the market. So like my brother's cooking made like $300 and some a day cooking. 70 went into my teaching account. I think 100 went into, 50 went into my Kraken account. And then the rest went into Charles Schwab, like 100 a piece to Charles Schwab and to my bigger accounts. What I'm going to eat tonight? I just told you. I had 2 meatloaf plates left over. That's what I'm eating tonight. You know what I'm saying? But that's the discipline of why I'm doing that, because normally I wouldn't do that. Normally I just only put about 30% of what I made in 30 to 50% what I made. But it's in the red right now. So today was an all go day. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so everything going into the market today. I'm gonna spread it out through all these accounts today. That's the mental. And this is what this is what I'm be talking about when at the event on the 7th. Like, I'm no guru when it comes to none of this. I'm no specialist when it comes to none of this. I'm an everyday person that figured out that if I just sacrifice and dedicate money to this machine, things will turn out. That's simple. I mean, you can call that a guru if you want to. That's just I just figured it out. Like, finally, after years of being in the stock market and getting in and getting out and dipping in and dipping out, that like, no, if you just keep feeding this machine, you're gonna be all right. No matter what, you're gonna be all right for the long haul. Now, if you try to do short-term stuff, you got to be a little more cautious and a little more on your game. But me, I don't care. I don't need to be sharp on my game because I'm in for the long haul. So, so I can do stuff like that. So, that was just my little spiel. Because y'all got, you know what I'm saying? I love all the comments. I love the engagement. You know what I'm saying? This is the most engagement we had since we doing our show. So I love that. Keep it coming. But this is what we here for. And that you need to tap in with my fam. We talked about this last night about abundance mindset. Like I seen fam doing stock stuff and I was doing my stock stuff or trying to do it. Why would we separately do it and we could just come together and help each other grow and actually do it together? I'm doing an online course for the kids and stuff. He got an online course. So some people say, well, what, that don't make sense, both of y'all. It makes perfect sense because I want him to come help me with mine because I do so much other stuff. I ain't got time to do it, but he the architect of it. So why wouldn't I help push what he got going on? Then we take a sector of that and put it into my stuff for my kids. You know what I'm saying? Because that spreads what he's doing, help me with what I'm doing, and I can help push what he's doing for the adults and everything. And by that, now we got a book coming out. That was a book on my mind for the last couple of years. I'm like, fam, let's do that together. It's been on my mind. I told him that he come back with the cover. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we got to understand that working together and building together and having an abundant mindset and stop trying to like, oh, now I need to do this. He do that, so I'm gonna do it over here. We'll be against each other, or we'll.
Yeah.
No, we can do it.
No competition.
Yeah,
we're not in competition with each other. There's enough for everybody.
It's enough for everybody. It's called networking. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, that's my fam. We remember back in the days before he even started doing his thing and really taking off in the military and all that. We was at college. You know, I was a dropout at school, so full circle. We met back in the college room. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to do my business stuff. He was on his tip, and you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, each one teach one for sure. So that's where we at now. So the long story short, buy the deal. Long story short, September and August is known to be the red months. But just think about if you can put much as you can in these months. Eat you some sandwiches, eat you some noodles. KG, I know you can save a couple $100 for the next couple months. You know what I'm saying? Put you a couple $100 in that market and buy these dips and see. Let's talk in November and see if you appreciate buying a dip in September. Because one thing about it, when you go buy that food, you'll never see that back again. You go buy that shirt or something, you'll never see that back again. So you know what I'm saying? Like my mom took me out to eat and I loved it because it was, like I told her, it was the grandmas and everything. But she's like, I want to take you out to eat with your grandmas, but I know you'd rather just me give you some birthday money so you can go buy some crypto. Yeah, I were like that, but I love this moment. So let's have the grandma's moment. I'm cool with the grandma moment, but I don't want no gifts. If you, because I've never really had gifts anyway. But now if people want to give me some money, give me some crypto, or give me some money to go buy some crypto or stocks. That's all I care about right now. Because I understand this machine needs to be fed. So that's the only thing. I don't need to be fed. I got brothers cooking and we cook every day. So I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna cook something extra every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at, man. So hey, make sure y'all let me put back on the screen where y'all can go tap in right now, man, just to get started. Go download.
Yep.
And follow my kinfolk on Facebook, YouTube. Follow the movement. Make sure you go to Wealth is Gangster YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and share the video. Wealth is Gangster
merchandise. Wealth is Gangster merchandise.
Oh yeah. I
almost
got up out of here, man. We gotta, what I'm saying, I'm the ambassador for Slippery Soap, man. So I gotta plug that. I gotta get more better with that. Matter of fact, I gotta put me a little promotion on when the video is coming in. You know what I'm saying? I have to start doing a little commercial. And I just put up a little deal. So anybody that's personal or anybody that's part of car clubs, bikes clubs, let's make some content. You know what I'm saying? Because if just say you got a clothing line, say you got a course or something, and we come up with some content where you're promoting this while washing the car, talking about your personal brand or this and that, and then the video is fire. I send it to Slippery Soap. They automatically gonna reshare. They're gonna reshare anything that got Slippery Soap and products in it. But if it's fire enough, and Rick Ross grab it and throw it in his IG stories or something like that, this man got 24 million followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like two of my videos, I mean, two of the videos I made for Slippery Soap, he already reshared. And I got like 500 new followers the same day. You know what I'm saying? So this is how you cross promote. This is how you put yourself by helping another brand, and you helping me because I'm the brand ambassador. So you know what I'm saying? You helping me, but you're helping yourself too. You know, so this is time to get creative on that, man. So this is all we putting everything together, and we kind of putting it all in at the end. But yeah, this is what we buy the dip. Bam, you got anything before we get up out of here? Anything you want to end them on besides buying the dip and understanding that August, September is statistically, historically the down months. So especially like KG said, he ain't never been in it. These are the time to get in it. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to get in it, I mean, like you said, the best time is already be in it. But if you first time and you don't know nothing about it, this is perfect because now you're in the red. Anytime you see red, that means that's good. That's a good time to jump in for the first time.
Yeah. I mean, perfect example, Warren Buffett, right? He just bought United Health. United Health dropped like 60%. They're down like 60% this year. Yeah. And then he bought it, and now it's up another like 20% since he bought it. So he already made 20% of his money just by buying it. And people saying, oh, Warren Buffett did it, so I'm going to do it. So more people are jumping into it, and he made money. He made 20% already in a matter of weeks.
And I missed that. I missed that. I mean, I think I got some already, but I didn't get the dump because it was probably higher, and then it I don't know. I'll check. I bet
it's still down. So it's still down. So you still get in and be fine.
But that's how you got to do it. He strategically, and that's a whale. You know, whales move the markets. You know what I'm saying? So just knowing, and that's part of the research. When you see stuff in the news, and that's another thing. When you get into this market, you're going to keep up with the news a little bit more because good news, bad news makes the market move. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember buying crypto just because I seen Trump buy some in New York with crypto. He was the first president or ex-president to buy some with crypto. I went and put like $1,000 in it that day. It shot up 15% or something that day just because of that news. It wasn't nothing major. It was just a ex-president buying something with a product that the world was trying to catch on to. So little stuff like that, it can make you some money or lose you some money. So you definitely want to tap in, man. But definitely, any last words as we wrap this up? Let me throw this back on here. Let me throw this back on here. Hold on.
Just go to the website, get the ebook, check it out. It's less than $20. It's not gonna break the bank or nothing like that. It's not started, you know, but it will give you a lot of information about how to either get started or help you get better at this game. You know, starting out, it's not groundbreaking advice, but to some people it's groundbreaking advice, you know. So people that are in it, they're gonna understand it. They're gonna be like, okay, this all makes sense. But people who haven't started yet, it may be new to them, but the theories behind it you'll be able to grasp pretty easily, and then it'll help you get your way of thinking going when you start buying stuff. So that's the purpose behind that. Go get the book. I appreciate it. Obviously, we got the course as well. We're in week 4 of the course right now. So 6-week course, but we're doing it, shooting it, and taking questions and everything for anybody who wants to get in that. Doing Q&As every week, all this good stuff. Then we got Tony, obviously, with the Slippery Soap. We got Wealth is Gangsta, the products, all that stuff out. So make sure you tap in with him and get the merchandise as well. And that's all I got.
That's it, man. And we go check out my wealthisgangster.com. Got the website up last week. Still working on it, but it's up and it's live. Of course, like follow the Facebook and the Instagram page, Wealth is Gangster. And just that, like I say, you're actually watching us build right before your eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's the beautiful thing about this. You know, we're actually putting it together. We're actually building. We're actually molding the whole vision and the mission out in real time in front of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be here to be able to say, hey, I remember when the boys got it jumping. I remember when they was just doing this and putting this together and talking about this and that. So this is the beautiful thing about being with it from the jump, man. So Appreciate everybody that tapped in today. Thanks for all the engagement. This is the most engagement we had on one show. So hey, keep that coming.
Thank you. And tell people about it. Tell people about the show.
Tell people about it. Share it with people. Tag people in it and let people know. Go back and watch the replay and just go through it. And if you have any questions, hey, reach out to one of us and let's stay tapped in. Make sure you go download the ebook and get your little game and then come back and tell us what you think about it. You know what I'm saying? And we'll do stuff like that. Let's see, we got one more comment before we get up out of here.
Peace.
Oh, peace. Peace, Double B. Thank you for tapping in. We here every Wednesday. And so tap back in with us. You have any questions, reach out and keep us up on your journey. Let us know about if you're investing. Let us know about your option trade. Like I say, be cautious, be careful, take your time. Don't let it get frustrated to you. And just keep us in tune with your journey. And then we'll bring you on one day and you can really break it down to us and tell us what you're learning. Tell us what you're thinking and tell us what kind of strategy you have put together to make sure your family's straight forever. So I appreciate everybody. We out for the night. Good night. Peace.
Good night.